An angry mob blocks a truck packed with peaches, screaming at Hua Jiong to pay back the cut they claim he stole from them. The furious farmers yell and falsely accuse him of exploiting their year of hard work in the sun and rain just to easily pocket thousands in middleman fees. Amidst the chaos, a relative shouts, trying to remind Anshin about the emergency hospital bills he once didn't hesitate to cover for her out of pocket. But blinded by greed, the ungrateful crowd flat out declares that favors are favors, but business is business, and they won't accept a penny less. Frustrated by their ignorance, he loudly explains the massive overhead costs, from labor and crop loss to running the entire cold chain logistics. But the selfish crowd completely tunes him out, threatening to block the truck and keep it from leaving. The stress and fury cause his elderly father to collapse in pain right then and there, yet the greedy bystanders just stare with zero empathy. Deeply hurt by the villagers' betrayal, the young man decides to completely shut off the kindness he's shown them all this time. He ruthlessly dumps all the peaches onto the ground, coldly terminating all contracts and leaving them to fend for themselves in a cutthroat market. The arrogant ringleader of the mob shouts back, claiming that even without him, the village's signature peaches will easily sell for sky-high prices. Without hesitation, he immediately reroutes his entire fleet of refrigerated trucks to the neighboring village, where the people actually respect the process. Meanwhile, the short-sighted villagers rally together to load their peaches onto rickety trucks that have absolutely zero cooling equipment. Under the scorching summer sun, the juicy peaches start leaking, rotting, and reeking of a strong sour smell after just a few hours. That's when the predatory buyers show up, ruthlessly lowballing the purchase price to a mere 3 yuan a kilo, leaving everyone in shock. Panicking, the villagers take a desperate gamble, deliberately stacking the fresh peaches on top to hide the mashed-up rotten ones at the bottom. But at the wholesale market, the fruit boss instantly spots the shady tactic and flat-out refuses to accept this trash shipment. The boss overturns the peach baskets, exposing the humiliating truth of the rotting, oozing mess hidden underneath for everyone to see. They're handed a final, humiliating offer of 2 yuan a kilo, a number that doesn't even cover the cost of fertilizer and packaging. Fear washes over the crowd as it hits them that an entire year of blood, sweat, and tears is about to go down the drain. Instead of looking in the mirror, these selfish people blame him, claiming he set them up to learn this bitter lesson. With failure hitting hard, they bitterly realize the money they made isn't even enough to cover the truck rentals to the city. Major buyers keep declining their calls, bluntly stating they will never do business with such undisciplined amateurs. Right then, a shocking truth comes to light when the ringleader is caught red-handed smuggling the best peaches back to his own family. The poor farmers are stunned, realizing they've been shamelessly and painfully betrayed by their own people. Looking at the rapidly rotting fruit, they decide to swallow their last bit of foolish pride and go beg him for help. The whole mob grovels before his recovering elderly father, choking back tears of regret for their extreme greed and ungratefulness. Trembling, they hand over a written pledge signed by every household, desperately begging him for a lifeline. Even though he feels a pang of pity, he maintains a strict, cold demeanor and lays down some incredibly harsh ultimatums. His demands, a public apology in front of the whole village, and fair compensation for the families who suffered because of their selfishness. He sternly declares that yesterday they wanted to talk about feelings, but they never once respected the rules themselves. Early the next morning, the greedy instigators stand before the crowd, owning up to their mistakes and publicly bowing an apology to everyone. A strict sorting process is rolled out, drawing clear lines between grade A fruit, wholesale stock, and processing batches. The first fair payouts are wired straight into their accounts, proving that discipline is what actually creates sustainable value. The village is officially saved, and everyone realizes through tear-filled eyes that the value of playing by the rules is worth far more than any asking price. He issues one final, ironclad warning, stating that the survival of their brand relies entirely on their self-respect and honesty.